of the Ole Miss Rebels. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So South Carolina's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Play fake, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. What a catch! They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. A quick juke. The Gamecocks pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough for a 1st down here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Gamecocks will send the punt team onto the field. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. Rebels offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between 2 elite running backs, 2 guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Play action fake, looking to throw.
Boy, that was close to a safety. In fact, I thought with that sack, we might see the referee step in there and put the 2 hands over his head, signaling that it was a safety, but somehow he's at the 1-yard line. Very fortunate to avoid giving up 2 points there.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They're going to run it here. Fights through a tackle. And that's going to be a safety.
Well, that's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Breaks an open space. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. They'll hand it off. Look out, room to run here.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Pickup of 10. And that's a first down for the offense.
And it's South Carolina in the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He gets loose. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
On the toss play, runner moving left. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score South Carolina 9.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 69 sets a kickoff.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Crucial third down play right here. And they pick up the first on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The Rebels will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And now the first play of this drive will set up at the 37. And there's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Back to pass. It's Sellers. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Wideout's now clustered. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. That's caught. It's Diggs. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught. Completion. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
Kick this away to start the 2nd half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So now at the 13-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Diggs. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And they'll kick it away here. And it's taken at the 25. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
The Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for 1st downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Looking for a receiver. And the pass is incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
15, Ole Miss 3.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
To kick it off.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And it's South Carolina in the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. QB decides to keep it here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
That's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. QB keeps it himself.
First down.
And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to pass. It's Simmons. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be first and goal at the 7.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
And the Rebels looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Rebels. Now the important point after attempt.
For the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes this South Carolina 15.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. grinding away with their running game. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the second down play. Same tailback, another carry. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go, crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to create here on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The Gamecocks will have to kick this away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds his man, it's Wallace. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Throwing off play action. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Boy, if I'm the defensive coordinator, you can't leave the middle of the field that wide open. Makes it so easy for the quarterback to read and recognize and get the ball out of his hands for a first down.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. This could be the game here. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.